I come across a pile-up. I don't know what's going on. And I've just got this guy endlessly saying QR. So I don't know what his call sign is. And I just find it annoying. You might find yourself in a position where you're either using a club call sign, or you're running a special event call sign, or you're listening to a special event call sign. And you might be thinking, my goodness, can this guy get on with it? Because I don't know about you. I remember I was down in Bude in Cornwall, and I thought, I'm going to have a really nice couple of hours on the radio. And it just so happens, it was a couple of years ago, it was Lighthouses on the Air. Okay, so there's all these special event call signs. There's people that are operating within, certain radius of a lighthouse, and they're putting the lighthouse on the air. I mean, it's a bit of a laugh, isn't it? It's a good excuse to get out, muck around with your radio and have a play. Now, it wasn't until I listened to this and I realised what a mix of blooming operator skills there was out there, and they hadn't thought about who is going to do the operating and how we're going to do this, because putting a station on is hard enough. Joe's going to do the gear, Fred's going to do the bacon sandwiches. They've got everything and they've put the station up, and then it's like, well, I'll do the first hour, you do the second. But they haven't agreed what they're going to say, how they're going to say it, and everything else, and they've no idea, because, it was a lighthouse on the air. They've got this fantastic wire antenna, and it's getting out really well. Everybody's coming. They're running this huge pile-up. So, and I think what happens is, it's just, that's what I think, it might not be true, is that the pile-up is so huge that when the Lighthouse special event station finally gets M0 MCX on the other end, he goes, I'll keep this guy talking for a bit, because I can't bear the thought of going back to this pile-up, right? Now, I've done a video about pile-up operating, and the system would maintain for that. But effectively, he needs to rattle through the pile-up as best he can, because there is nothing worse than sitting on the other end. You're at home, you got your microphone, your little radio, and you've got this special event call sign, GB1ABC, calling, from Abergavenny Lighthouse Station. And he's talking and talking and talking, and he's keeping this guy on the blower for quite a blower. It's an old military term for the telephone. And he's just not wrapping it up. And when he does finally wrap it up, he's telling them that he's very proud of the QRZ page they've put together, and all the details and the pictures of the lighthouse are on qrz.com. We don't give a shove, man, about the pictures. We're now invested to get hold of you just to put your call sign in the log. That's all we want to do, all right? I promise you, okay? G1ABC QRZ, wall of call signs comes at him. Eventually he picks someone, and then he does another 5-minute over. So, what should he be doing? All right. Well, I did a video not so long ago, and I'm not quite sure. What I'll do is I'll launch this one after that. But it's all about managing a pile-up, and it's called the standard pile-up duration. So I'm not going to say how he manages the pile-up, but this is how he manages the contact. Okay, so the guy or the girl comes along, and he finally picks someone. He picks me, M0 MCX. So all he has to do is clarify that's definitely my call sign, so he gets me in the book. M0 MCX. Yes, you are 5 and 9, 5 and 8, 4 and 3, I don't care. My name is Ben, and initially I'd say that's all he has to do. All right, back to you, M0 MCX, GB1 ABC, over. Now it's my turn, because I've invested the last 15 minutes trying to get through. I'm finally allowed an over. Well, give him his 20 seconds. Hello, Ben. My name's Callum. I'm from just outside of Birmingham, running a IC 7300, whatever, or the new Yaesu FT. Is it the 710? That looks quite nice, doesn't it? Blah, 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 blah. Thanks for the contact, Ben. All Ben needs to do is wrap it up then and there. Ben says, Callum, thanks very much. All the best. I've got a lot of callers, so I'm afraid I'll let it go. But all the best to you. QRZ, please. And by the way, say your blooming call sign, right? Too many people go, there's a wall of call signs, I'll just say QRZ. And there's nothing worse than coming along to a pile-up, not knowing. I mean, I very rarely use the cluster. I use the cluster when I'm live streaming. But if I'm just on the radio, I don't bother using the cluster. I come across a pile-up, I don't know what's going on. And I've just got this guy endlessly saying QRZ. I don't know what his call sign is. And I just find it annoying. I just want to be able to just log it or make a note. Oh, that's GB1ABC, is it? Say your call sign, QRZ, GB1ABC, listening. All right, and then you get a wall of call signs again. And do it all over again. M0RMY, thanks. You're 5 and 9, my name's Ben, over. That's it. And Tom will say, oh, thank you very much, Ben. You're also 5 and 9. My name's Tom. I'm from Nottingham. It sounds like you're having a good day. All the best to you. Thanks, Tom. I'm keeping it short, as you've probably heard. Any other callers, please? GB1ABC. That's it. It's really simple. If you waffle, you'll just wind up everybody else who's trying to use the button. And by the way, you'll lose your pile-up. They'll go, stuff this for a game of soldiers. I'll go and find someone else who knows what they're doing. All right? Have I waffled enough? Probably. I'll see you in the next one. All the best, guys. Bye for now.